Greetings, fellow humans. Today, Daniel Ford is here saying a series of words to you in what it seems like the third person, because that's how I started this, and I didn't think to do anything other than that, so. Or he didn't think to do anything other than that, as it were. Anyway, the message I'd like to deliver to you today, wherever it is that you might be, is to not take yourself too seriously. Because a lot of humans in life seem like they view themselves as this absolute protagonist who has to have everything fall into place in the way that they expect it to. Their expectations are insanely high based on generally cultural or societal or family expectations that were put on them, and they have this domesticated mentality towards what they're supposed to do. But that creates this scenario where we start taking everything very, very seriously. We don't laugh at the small idiosyncrasies that may be imbued in ourselves, or the silly little adapted behaviors and mannerisms that we have in the way that we respond to the world. So then we just are acting like trained animals that have preconceived ways that we respond to similar situations. I think they call it heretics, where we find shortcuts for the way that we interpret information to make it easier for us to respond to, which is handy. You know, it's helped us stay alive. You know, fire with heretics, it has this shortcut where it says, oh, that's hot, don't jump into it. It's a beautiful process. I hope I'm using that right. It's been a while since I've read some books. Since that book. Now you're less stupid, congratulations. It's a book that I mean, that's not the title of the book, but it's something along those lines. So, in general, the message is, the mantra is, don't take yourself too seriously. Look yourself in the mirror and say, at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not going to take myself too seriously. I'm going to laugh at my foibles, like my stumbling blocks. I fall down some stairs. If I take something personally when in no way was it directed at me, oh, that person's judging me because they looked at me in a funny way. Grr, 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 finger, finger, I'm going to fight them. You know, maybe we're imbuing the situation to our past interpretations of reality based on, you know, just the way that we experience life. Because a negative experience has a tendency to stick with us more than a positive one, so we'll remember the bad, not the good, and then, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, wherever you may be in life, whatever challenges you may be facing, I'd recommend finding the joy and humor within it. Because we all are mortal. You know, there's a fixed number of minutes and seconds that we get to experience, so then why chase good after bad? Why imbue ourselves with that which is already past, that which we cannot change, or the future that is the unknown? Yeah. So, spontaneity in the moment. Don't take yourself too seriously. Speak in funny voices. Do some improv. Sing a random song. And if people call you out for some hypocrisies, just recognize the possibility that they may be right, and then laugh at yourself for having that stumbling block. Because we're human. We have these little, you know, fumbles. Everything's not perfect. This video could be shorter. My hair could be, well, no, my hair's basically perfect. I don't know. They say perfection doesn't exist, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. So thanks for tuning in. Don't take yourself too seriously. And have a nice weekend. Toodles.